I've just arrived here in LLANELLI, as I would say, or Llanelli, as other people say, in Welsh Wales. And I've been so, I don't know, overwhelmed and appreciative and motivated and thrilled for the people here who are making a stand against the Home Office and their forced imposition of asylum seekers, illegals, irregulars. It doesn't really matter what name you put upon them, but 500 young men of fighting age being dumped into this small coastal resort in Wales, and the great people here making a stand, blockading the entrance to the hotel where the Home Office want to impose these men into a 4-star luxury hotel and spa, as it was. And they've been manning the protests ever since. I'm just walking down now to where the protesters are all gathered outside the hotel entrance at Stradey Park Hotel, just to tell them that I think that they're terrific, to thank them for making a stand. And I feel like we need many more of these people. So I'm just going in now to go and say hi. Everybody give me a wave. I told them to act normal. I told you to act normal. God's sake. And whilst this seems like a festival and a party, which of course it always does when we turn up anywhere to kind of protest or speak out or highlight an issue, these amazing men and women have been here for 8 weeks just to try and point out that they don't want to have 500 illegals put into this lovely family hotel behind them. And it's amazing what they've been doing. And let me just tell you, the spirit here is so uplifting. Everybody's cheering. When vehicles go by, they're beeping in support. They've already had a victory because the security that were here have had to leave. They were trying to break in through a gap in the hedge. They're not allowed to do that anymore. And there's really something powerful here. So instead of being done to by the Home Office, instead of being screwed over by your own government, instead of having this foisted on them, and bear in mind, locals live literally overlooking the hotel, these guys are doing something about it. And the morale here is just unbelievable. So I'm just so proud of everybody. They're just a lovely bunch. I've already been made a cup of coffee, and just like kind of my work in Skegness to show you what's going on, just to show you that this is what is possible when people make a stand. Tell me how long you've been around on this protest for?
We're going about 50 odd days now in total since they first decided to tell us. That's our own MPs, our own Carmarthenshire County Council. They haven't been here still today.
Have they come to visit you?
No.
Your MP?
No.
The council member?
No.
And bear in mind, Furness, just a little town here, is only about 400 people strong. So if you're going to bring in the numbers of people they're talking about bringing into this hotel, you are basically doubling this little town. I mean, it's ridiculous, it's unsustainable, it's nonsense. But and how determined are you all?
We're staying. We're not going anywhere. Put a stamp to that dotted paper, have a resale of that, turn it back into a family hotel.
And then you'll leave.
And then we'll leave. But
so this is, do walk back and forwards. This is hedge quarters. So this is the famous hole in the hedge. Yes. Oh, I'm just doing a selfie. Hold on. There we are. Okay, we got it with the headquarters in the background. So this is where the security broke through, working on behalf of the Home Office to try and get another access, because the amazing people in this town have blocked the access to the hotel. Security thought they'd try and weasel their way through a hedge, and they weren't allowed to do that. And so now that there's a stop notice up, so that was 1-0 to the protesters. Also, a lady that came out of the hedge was arrested because of because it's good to arrest someone, because then it frightens off people who might come and join the protest here. Standard practice by the police, absolutely pathetic. And for a long time, this was the most policed hedge in England. Believe that, if you will. This up here is Delta 1. So Camp Delta 1. So you've got the entrance to the hotel where you've got all of the guys gathered. Then you've got the hedge quarters with the caravan there. And here, this is Delta 1, and this is manned at all times as well. They have a van here so they can have people, because people sleep the night here. This road is not the hotel's road. So the access point, they can't access from here. But the point is that these good guys, you know, many of them now have been here 50 days or more. They are determined. They're not going anywhere. And also the morale is really nice. There's such a sense of community here. It's such a lovely thing. What's so amazing listening to all of these lovely guys is their stories. Like, this hotel means something to all of them. You know, one of them had their wedding here. One of them had a party here. A lady was just in tears because she had her father's wake here. They have a special relationship with this place. It isn't just a hotel to them. It's memories. Many of them know many of the staff, the 100 staff who've been forced out of their jobs in order to try and shove these migrant men here. So, but overall, I think there's a couple of key messages that I take away today. Number one is that these guys are determined. They feel like they've been pushed to the point that they just can't take it anymore. And that's why they're making a stand. They're very clear that they're winning in some way. The migrants were supposed to be here on the 3rd of July, and I'm just reinforcing with them that every day is a win. We don't always win the battles that we fight, but it doesn't mean they're not worth the fight. The fight is always worth it. And it's so great to see the support that they're getting.
It's great. It's a strong community. Yeah, it's nice. We've, you know, you either make it or break it. We're making it. I'm breaking them.
And I think the other thing that I've been trying to impart on them all is that they, in turn, are hope. They're hope to all the rest of us in the UK, and they are hope that we aren't just going to take this crap sitting down. And I think for that reason, they're beeping these guys, not me. For that reason, you know, I think we're also grateful to them for bringing a massive ray of hope to all the rest of this, that British people are going to make a stand, particularly here in Wales. You know, people ask me, when are the British people ever going to stand up? And in many ways, for me, this is like saying, well, they're here. Look at them. And day after day, night, it's sunny now, but even in the rain, they're here. And they're saying, look, this is enough. We're not going to be treated like dirt anymore in our own country.
And if any of them with the Home Office or any of them involved in that hotel think that they're going to get through that tunnel, rabbit hole, whatever they want to call it, we've also got guys there as well, so we'll be waiting for you if you try to break entry.
Oh, I love you. Well, I'll visit you.
I wonder what I'll be arrested for. Did I talk out of term? Did I?
Get some nice underwear, quick.
No. There we are. Order.
Thank you very much
Thank you.
indeed. So I'm finally back in my room where I'm going to sleep for a few hours before I take back to the road in time for radio tomorrow morning. But just being here to support people in LLANELLI in Wales against the Home Office forcing 200, 400, 500 illegals into their tiny hometown has been such an amazing thing. And here's the deal. I get back to my room and I only told, I think, a couple of people where I'm staying because they asked. And there's a little package for me. And it has jam tarts in it from the local shop. And it has a 4-pack of ale in it for me. It has wine. Very, very smart. Welsh people. So smart. And it has other snacks. And someone from the protest group, I say protest, but you know, just decent people standing up for being decent, it's going to set me off, has taken the time to go to a shop and buy things for me that they thought I might like and leave them here at the hotel. And before I really get started, I just wanted to say a couple of things really about that. Firstly, I came here just to say brilliant, well done, and just to cheer people on. It's not about me at all, and I mean that in the most non-X Factor way possible. The second thing is, mainstream media would have you believe all the time the world is full of unkindness and badness and horrible stories. And the truth is that, having put myself on the road for the last 10 plus years, the opposite is what I find. Everywhere I go, it doesn't matter if people agree with me, disagree, love me, hate me, whatever backgrounds, whatever age, I don't find hate anywhere. all I find is lovely people with super sweet stories to tell, like the couple tonight, 85, 86, all dressed all sweet, all clean. The lady in a little dress and the gentleman in a white shirt come there every night to sit in their deck chairs and support the people who are trying to stand up for Wales and the Welsh people, and also are enjoying being part of a community again. So all I find on the road actually is kindness. Wherever you look behind the headlines, there is hope. And hope for me always comes from the stories of ordinary people. And what I've learned from this over the couple of decades that I've been ostracised from everything is that imagining that government or a local politician will ever fix this is completely naive. The only way we're going to fix this is by finding a whole other way outside of whatever democracy is supposed to be at the moment. And we need to look to alternative means to finding people who will stand up for ordinary people. A system of government that is truly for the people, by the people. And I don't mind if we ever see that. I certainly don't mind if I ever get elected to anything. All I know is that by throwing myself to the road, ordinary people feel more like their voice is heard. So mostly, I'm just thank you. Thank you to ordinary people. Thank you to people who are prepared to stand up no matter what. And thank you also to the lovely person who left me this goodie pack. Please know that it set me off in tears. And if ever I wonder what I'm doing, I only have to think about ordinary people who are doing such a brilliant job of standing up for this country. And it sends me on my way every single day. So thank you so much to the people of LLANELLI. Thank you so much to the people of Wales. And I look forward to seeing you all somewhere on the road very soon.